So I just want to talk to y'all a little bit about one of my favorite horse events that I go to. Been to it 3 times so far, and I'm gonna go again in 2018, and that's the Road to the Horse. My mom and I we followed this competition before that we went. Our first year was the last year they did it in Murfreesburg or Borough, I don't even remember, in Tennessee. So what it is, it's like a colt competition. It's probably one of the first big colt competitions. Like there's competitors that come from literally all over the world. Not many other horse competitions, like for colt starting, can say that. It's ran by Tootie Bland. Her and her husband started the competition, but sadly her husband did pass away, but she continued this competition in his memory. And let me just say, this is probably one of the most exciting horse experiences you're gonna have. Yes, you're just kind of watching people train a 3-year-old horse, and these horses have barely been handled. They've gotten handled enough to have some vaccinations. I believe their hoofs have been trimmed, but I don't even know if but they've had some interaction with human. They just have not been trained. It's not like they've been trained to even lead. They've had a halter on because of whatever that was needed, but they weren't, trained to lead with them or pick up their hoofs or, even have a saddle on their back. Like this hasn't happened to them yet. So what happened, they have about, I don't even know how many horses off the top of my head, but they're all quarter horses from the 4-6s ranch, and they go over their pedigrees and how nice of a horse they are, and the competitors have a while to stare at these horses and kind of decide what horse they're gonna pick, and then they like flip a coin or do different things, different years on who is going to get, or in what order they're gonna be able to pick their horses. And then Friday and Saturday they get to work with the horse, and then on Sunday they are expected to do a trail competition. So they go through like a weave pattern, or they sometimes deal with noodles. There's usually always a tarp on the ground because that's always the one that gets them. And the competitors on Friday and Saturday can introduce these horses into different obstacles themselves just to get them ready for the competition that's going to happen on Sunday. But it's just really great to see how trainers around the world are working with young horses and how they're trying to make the experience the best experience they can for this young horse, so it just leads them on for their future. Because of course, in the old days, breaking a horse was like breaking their spirit, and everybody has their own opinions on it, but it's like an awesome clinic almost, and they put mics on the competitors, and they can talk about what they're going through, what they're seeing in the horse, what's happening with the horse, and why they're taking certain steps because of how they reacted to certain things. One of the fun things, one of the horses last year picked up the tarp with his teeth and started playing with it. And another great thing about last year was the year of the Cowgirl, the 2017 competition. And Vicky Wilson did win that. She's from New Zealand, and she was the first English rider to compete in a competition like this. And she did a lot of things that we just haven't seen in this competition. Not that they were against it or anything, it's just nobody had did them. So like she wore a helmet, she used the English saddle. I believe she even competed bitless on Sunday. And she was the first one to, a lot of times when a lot of the cowboys or cowgirls, when they go through the competitions on Sunday, they don't get off their horse after they've done like the hoof pickup or the lead. Once they're on that trail obstacle course, they don't ever get off the horse, even if the horse is like just not really liking that obstacle or they just kind of pass on by it. What was great is Vicky, when her horse maybe didn't want to go over the tarp, or maybe it was the bridge, she got off and she would walk over it and kind of show the horse that, hey, it's okay, because she had built like a great relationship with her horse. And then it was really cool, afterwards, sometimes if they have time after they've completed the competition, they have the freedom to do whatever, and she actually rode her horse bareback and cantered and walked around the arena. And what was funniest thing, well, not funny, craziest thing is that I believe it was the first day she got on the horse, and then I think he reacted to something weird, and she got off weird, like got off the horse weird. She was still, I believe, just doing bareback, but somehow I think she messed with her collarbone, I believe it was, or shoulder, I can't remember. I just knew something happened and her arm was kind of like in a brace. So when she was riding on Sunday, you know, she was aware of this, but she still kept plugging along. So it was very impressive. But yeah, if you ever think of going to a competition like this, I highly recommend it, because you're gonna learn so much from these world-class competitors and trainers. Like, and this year, the 2018 competition is gonna have 4 past winners from different countries. So Dan James from Australia, Vicky Wilson's coming back from New Zealand, and then Jim Anderson is coming back from Canada. He was a wild card that won a couple years ago. And then for the USA, they're having Nick Dowers, and he won, I believe, the 2016 competition. So it's gonna be a great year, and I highly suggest you buy some tickets at roadtothehorse.com. They're doing like a Mardi Gras theme this year, so we're really excited, and I think they're even doing like a kind of a party on Friday night where you can dress up and everything, and my friend and I are looking forward to that and having some great time with the competitors and other roadies and whatnot. So, and if you have any questions, just leave them below, and make sure you look below for my Instagram and Snapchat, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to know more about different equestrian events, because I just really enjoy traveling around and going to different events. So I look forward to the next one.